beloved. My name's Jennifer Russell. And in my last video, we were calling on Lady Hope, the archetype of the Ascension Ray, to help us go beyond the appearance of debt for ourselves and for all humanity. And to help us release the guilt and the shame around debt and to take dominion of this area of our lives. I know this is not a popular topic. And I have to tell you that after talking and mentoring hundreds of light workers in their financial life, this is our biggest pain, our greatest shame. And as I said, it's keeping us from visioning and creating the new earth, which is our job right now. So I want to share my debt story with you today, but before we do that, I'm really called to prayer. So would you join me? Taking a big breath right here into the heart space, into the belly. Coming within, recognizing the I am that I am. I am one with my beloved I am presence. I am one with the living God Almighty. I am one with all light workers everywhere. And I stand in the truth right here and now that this beautiful divine authority of our hearts, the omnipotence, the omniscience, the omnipresence, is enough for anything upon this world. And it is from this place that I speak with divine authority and call upon beloved Archangel Michael to surround us in divine protection. And I invoke the presence of Lady Hope, the cosmic spirit of resurrection. I command ye forth. I command ye to me. I command ye now to all light workers everywhere, beloved Lady Hope. I am asking for you to charge this high frequency of the resurrection flame through all debt, through the wall of unbelief, through that shell of unacceptance, through that shell of lethargy, through that stagnation of apathy, that we are absolutely waking up anything that is dead within our lives around our money. And I claim right here and now that debt has no power over us whatsoever. I am calling for the full release of all shame, of all guilt, of all anxiety and over-worrying about our debt. May debt get into its true alignment, its true place. And may light workers everywhere start coming into their true power that they have to dissolve the debt. And I call for your help to help us dissolve all debt now. I'm calling for all financial institutions, for all debts to be absolutely filled with the violet flame of God's infinite forgiveness and transmutation into pure divine justice, into that place of doability, of dissolving all the debt now. I'm calling for all light workers everywhere to be debt-free, to feel the freedom of this debt, and absolutely knowing that as that freedom comes from within, it is outpictured with ease and doability. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for this prayer. I'm so grateful, Lady Hope, for your assistance. Thank you, beloveds. Thank you, beloved Archangel Michael. And so I release this prayer right into the law of God that does the work. It is done. It is good. And so it is. And so I let it be. Beloved, I am. So I want to tell you a little bit about my story. You know, I've been in my own business. I've had my own business for over 16 years as a musician and as a spiritual mentor. And I was addicted to lack. I didn't know it at the time. I was always focused on the lack in my life and how to get the next fix of money. If I didn't have the money when I needed it, I would do almost anything except steal to get it. I would borrow the money from friends and from my family, and that brought a lot of strain and stress into my relationships. I lost friends, precious friends. And I would also borrow from credit card companies. And when I got the money from wherever, I felt that release, just like a drug addict that had gotten a fix. But when you're living in lack, which you know is a state of mind, the money is never enough, never. And the cycle has to repeat itself. And when I made the big decision in my life to take back my power around money and put my beloved I Am presence in charge of my financial life, I had to look at my debt. I had to make amends with myself and with others. I was doing this at the same time I started opening up to the angelic realm for assistance. Thank God. Thank God I was able to go into this dark area of my life and forgive and release. The first thing that I did was get rid of my credit cards. And I decided, since I'm always sourced and supplied, I'm going to take that literally. If I don't have the money on hand, then the timing isn't right or something's off. And if it is part of my divine plan, the money would be provided for, which has been demonstrated to me over and over again. It doesn't mean that I haven't borrowed money. I've just done it in a very different way. And then one debt at a time, I began to take responsibility. I realized that I was intimately connected and indebted to each person and to each company that I had debt with. This was not comfortable, but it was incredibly freeing for me. I had incurred a lot of debt to my beloved mother. She had loaned me money many times, and it hadn't been easy for her, and I was determined to make this right. She made her transition before I had completed my repayments of debt to her. And after her death, her transition, when my siblings and I got together to have the money talk, the money talk, I made it clear to them that what my debt was, and I would be grateful if it was dissolved into the inheritance. I didn't care if I got anything, in other words. And believe me, my mom was a missionary and she didn't have a lot of money. But I was in complete surrender about this. My siblings asked me to leave the room so they could discuss it freely. And when I was asked to come back into the circle, they told me that I was forgiven this debt completely and that I would be receiving the same amount everyone else was. Oh my goodness. It was complete grace. I can't describe to you the karma, the shame, the guilt, the old crap that was released in that instant. That has happened over and over again to me in completely different situations. When I look at my debt and deal with it in complete surrender and from my higher self, it is doable, and miraculously it actually dissolves. You can't do this from your lower self, or maybe better said, from your caterpillar self. In fact, you can't really know abundance from your human self. You have to step into your butterfly, your ascended state of consciousness. This is where the angels of abundance can help us so much. And once again, I want to invite you to call on Lady Hope. If you are looking at your debt through the lens of shame and hopelessness and the old financial structure of this world, you can't do this. I'm going to challenge you to look at your debt from your butterfly self. Go beyond your current state, beyond the appearances that feel so real. Keep getting to know Lady Hope, the cosmic spirit of resurrection, and ask her to help you as you take care of this. The resurrection flame brings us back to the divine perfection of our life, the divine blueprint. Everything in your life and mine must be balanced. So I urge you to take baby steps this week and step into your divine authority in your debt life. You are the only one in your life that can do this, and you have everything you need to do it. Do it for your own spiritual growth and for your own ascension into your butterfly self. So what baby steps can you take today to take back your power around your debt? I'd love to hear about it. Leave me a comment below. In my next video, I'll show you how you can start activating your abundance even more. Don't forget, beloved, you are powerful and you are precious and you are here to experience complete freedom.